Hey guys, Clade1359 here, and welcome to episode 4 of All the Mod 6 to the Sky. Today is a very interesting episode. I'm not going to give it much introduction, but we got a ton of progress done, a ton of things happened, and we are starting to get some insane amount of items. If you enjoy yourself, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and let's get on with the episode. Starting off, last episode, we did our power generation and our auto hammer, auto sieves, and mechanism. Those are kind of the big three things, as well as this entire compact machine that we did do. And to start today's episode, we are actually going to get rid of this auto hammer setup. I have realized, with the help of you guys, how dumb this setup is. There is a much better way to do this. That's much more compact, and I honestly do not know how I did not realize that I could do it. Yeah, so thank you for the comments about how bad the setup is, because I totally did not realize how bad it was. So how we are going to do this is we are actually going to need more auto hammers. But what we can do is place them like so. And then I want our cobblestone to be brought in through the bottom. This is going to be our dust setup, by the way, guys. And then, so this is cobble to gravel, gravel to sand, sand to dust. And then we get our auto sieve right here. We break this connection. And then we have our dust to a sieve right there. And then our energy goes through the middle. And this is going to be a much nicer looking design. And in fact, to make it even better to pull items out afterwards, we are actually going to raise it up by a block. So we want it there instead of on the block we had. And it's going to be one little circle here is how we're going to do it. Get rid of that connection. Boom, 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 if that connects. And yeah, so this is our dust. We can build 2 of these right now, like so. And eventually we are just gonna have to get on top of these. I'm trying to avoid that right now. Take out that. Very nice and simple design too. I don't know how I didn't even think of this. But yeah, that is our dust, and then we can pull from the bottom here to put into our drawers and whatnot. And that, look how much space that saves, guys. And we just run this line right through here. What we're going to do is we have 2 dusts. We're going to run 2 sands. And then we're also going to run 2 gravel machines. Alrighty, I have probably spent way too much time in here, guys, but here is the big reveal. We did move our netherrack and endstone stuff into here as well, since we did free up a lot of space. This is our new machine for sieving down gravel, or these 2, sand, or these 2, dust are those bottom 2. The compactors or auto compressors fit right snugly underneath the sand. I thought would be the best spot for them. And as you guys can see, we have some new looking drawers over here. These are compacting drawers. What they can do is they can just it's pretty much like a compressor, except for one item. And we can pull out either redstone block, or a compressed redstone block for this one, put them all back in. Or we can go to our drawer controller and just double right click, and that'll put everything that's in our inventory like so. We got 4 items here. We just double right click, all of those go in. Sorry, that was 5, not 4, I noticed. And yeah, so that way we only need to pipe into the drawer controller, and it'll just auto put the items where they need to go. Same thing over here. We have another one for our nether and end items. Obsidian is just kind of sitting there. Yes, it's connected, but I did stop our generation of it. And just like that, we now have an entire second floor, guys. We have done it. It did get very scary here because we almost lost all power since our lava gen could not keep up. As you can see, it's slowly refilling. We did not have enough cobblestone being produced, so that in turn meant most of the crucibles stopped working, guys. But luckily that is fixed now. In every single one, we have 2 auxiliary reaction chambers and 1 multi-cycle injector. And I think this is working okay. Okay, so moving away from our compact machine and back into the daylight, we are going to be moving on to mystical agriculture. This is a mod that can get you pretty much any item in the game, more or less. We can grow chicken seeds, bronze, mithril, star metal, graphite, steel, anything, even like nether star essence, which can then be turned into nether stars eventually. So I think this is the perfect time to get started with it, just because I want to get started in a lot more things here soon in the future. And to first get started, we need to make an infusion crystal, which means we need prosperity shards and inferium. We're gonna leave most of these in their block form. This is our infusion crystal. This is how we get higher tiered inferium. But it does only have 1,000 uses, and that is why we are actually going to be going for our master infusion crystal right now. What we should be able to do is throw our 4 stacks of inferium blocks, which I am wrong about. Okay. So we're gonna have to do this kind of the normal way here. We need to just 4 inferium plus the infusion crystal gives us 1 prudentium. So a stack of 64, 4 stacks of 64 gives us 1 stack of prudentium. And I am just gonna keep doing this until we are out of inferium, because yeah, to get the master infusion crystal, we need 6 supremium dust to get, and that is quite expensive. And then finally from Imperium, we get Supremium. That's 1 block of Supremium essence from all of that Inferium we had. That is kind of crazy. So this is the recipe for the Master Infusion Crystal. We have all the outside, but we need the Supremium gemstone in the middle. And that is a Prosperity gemstone with 2 Supremium essence, 1 diamond, or prosperity, like so. Boom, there is our gemstone. And then we have our 4 supremium, and I just dropped a whole bunch. There we go, I picked it back up. And we can then get our master infusion crystal, guys. This guy has unlimited uses. Once again, just feel like I need to point that out because it took me forever to find that out and like to really know how overpowered that was. So once you place down the altar, it gives you these ghost blocks. This is where all of your infusion pedestals must go. It does require 8, and now this setup is ready. Okay, so for our first inferium seed, we are going to make the supremium farmland. I think that is a really good idea. And what we can do is grab our buckets, or just 1 bucket. And I want to kind of just put it right here next to this guy. There's the farmland. Whatever, we'll just waterlog it. And there is our seed. And you can see in the top left, it has no growth yet. And we should have access to mystical fertilizer. How hard is this to make? We're gonna have to make this one with the bone meal, and this might be might be worth investing in. What do we still need? Oh, we just need bone meal. Okay. Let's go grab that real quick. I did also move our compact machine to this island so that we had room for our pedestals on that island, and it kind of just looked funny being the only thing over there, so I figured why not have it closer. It's nicer anyways to have it over here. And what we can do is it's already fully grown. We have 10. We have 13. Okay. 16. Whoa, we just got 2 seeds. Yes, so we can do that. We sometimes do duplicate seeds, and it looks like that this is definitely the way to go because bone meal is not an issue, and we are making more inferium essence than we actually use. So I think this is going to be a great way to just kind of get quite a few crops here. Inferium crops are going to be the most important, and eventually I do want to automate it. So I think I'm going to sit here for a little while and just kind of work through until we get probably an insane amount of inferium, hopefully. All right, we got 47 inferium seeds now. The limiting factor here on why I had to stop is we ran out of diamonds. We use 1 diamond for every 4 of this stuff. I was looking at pedestals so we can automate it. But yeah, we use 1 diamond for every 4 of this mystical fertilizer. And we used, I think, 2 stacks of diamonds is what we had. And it is all gone. We do have quests. Anything? Ooh, we get improved pipe upgrade. Cool. I've just been clicking this button up here because I don't like going searching through all of it to kind of just figure out where we finished a quest. Oh, we got 16 improved pipe upgrades. Okay. And caution here, do not break your farmland unless you have silk touch. I did with my Paxel and it does not have silk touch, and now I have just dirt again, guys. So that is really not good. And what we should be able to do is we need to, this is going to be risky. Need to do that, that. Get rid of that. Put that back. Boom. And then we put our thing in our offhand like so. Okay, so I think this is speeding it up. But what we can also do is, I guess since this block is already broken, we might as well put some piping there. We need a chest really quickly. And we can kind of just do this like so. Get rid of this guy. Put to extract, and actually take our new improved pipe upgrades, put 1 in, and we should just be able to put bone meal in the chest, and this should speed it up really quickly. Yes, this is working. Okay, we have done quite a bit here. We just AFK'd over 9 stacks of bone meal. I also have 7 crops up there now instead of 3. I added another 4. And this is kind of the automation process. We have our flex point here giving power to our harvester and crafter tier 3. We have a drawer here instead of a chest. And then other than that, this area is unchanged. And then underneath here, we have an absorption hopper. And if we hit show the area, it will collect items dropped anywhere within that area. And as you can see, it is centered around this farm. I did that by offsetting my north-south by 3, just because that's the way it needed to go, because it normally centers around the hopper here. And we can hide that. And what this does is you can pick where the items go out. I have it out the east because that is where I have the crafter. And then here in the crafter, we have automated our making of Supremium essence, guys. These are grayed out because these are just slot holders, just in case the rest fills up with seeds and whatnot. I have placeholders for everything, even the stuff that is filled in. It will fill here first, and it will craft Inferium to Prudentium to Tertium to Imperium, and then finally Supremium gets exported here. You do that in these recipes. You want everything except your Supremium recipe to be internal with the whatever recipe you need. And that goes, you start with Prudentium, you go to Tertium, Imperium, and then Supremium is the only one that is different because we want our master infusion crystals staying in, and that's the whole reason it's automated. You do external C, EXTC. I think it's the option that's number 3. And what it does is it sends your Supremium out to here, but it does keep stuff like buckets and master infusion crystals in the system so that you can just keep auto crafting. We should be able to just make this guy. Don't want to make more than 4, that is for sure. And then we need, oh, my magnet is picking some stuff up right here. No worries. What we need to do is we need to downcraft this guy for Prudentium. Perfect. Okay, so now we can finally use our infusion pedestals. Yes. So the recipe here is, yep, okay, so the Prudentium goes on these 4. Like so, and then our nature stuff goes on these 4. And then, oops, I forgot the prosperity seed. There it goes, look at that. This is how it works. I've actually never seen it go like that, but yes, we now have our first nature seed. We can throw it right there. And 2 melons. This is the food source I think we're gonna want. Yeah, fruit salad. Very good for you. And let's just get this bread out of here. Oh yes, full saturation. And that is actually also what we were looking for. We now have increased health, guys. You get it after eating a certain amount of different food. Okay, guys, it has kind of been an eventful morning. This is not how I expected to start recording today. We are on a new island, and that is the issue right now. As you can see, I hope our actual old island is here. I hope it's still there. I don't actually know because we are way over here. Yeah, look, there's me. Yes, there I am. Okay. Yeah, I was going through our quest book here, and I was just checking off. I wanted to just check them all off, and I went and checked Skyblock World commands, and it automatically created a new skyblock. Hopefully. Okay, so we cannot get back. That leads me to option number 2 here. It's very unfortunate that I did not have an ender chest on me when I just happened to be over here. Let's turn on our magnet. I don't know why that was off. We could also get all of the dirt, just because, you know, why not? And then basically what I want to do is I want to water off the edge. and we are going to jump down it. We're going to die. Please spawn us back at our old base. Please. Oh no. Oh no. I never thought I would see this base again, guys. We are back. We made it. I ended up teleporting myself because I couldn't handle the anxiety that was building up. Like, is it actually there or was that a map glitch? What we are doing right now is we are respawn point set home. Home is set, so now we should be able to do /home. Yes. And now we can get back to what we need to do. Okay, so we're gonna build a mob farm in this chunk. We're gonna have to get rid of this part of the base though. This little corner of the base needs to go because I want nothing else in the chunk. We're actually going to get rid of this corner. We're going to build it in this chunk right here. But yeah, that is what we are going to do. We need to build a mob farm. Just so we can start getting mob drops. I want more Inferium and a whole bunch of stuff. Yeah, we get a lot of crazy good stuff from mob farms. So that is why we want to build one. Cover me with diamonds. That's cool, but that's not what we're after. We're after the Great Plate of Eternity. Protection 5, Mending, Unbreaking 5, and Berserker's Fury 2? I look pretty cool, honestly. Some more of that. What we are doing here is we are making witch water right now so that we can fill all these up. And what we need to do to get slime, we go back to it. To get slime blocks, it is just any mushroom in witch water gives us slime. Like so. We get our sink. Are you just gonna... Okay. And what we can do is then just put all of our fluid pipes on top. And we do have our pipe upgrades. So we can definitely snag one of those. You good here, buddy? Are you good? And then set this to extract. Then throw the upgrade. These all fill pretty much instantly. And then the only thing that takes a little bit of time here is actually converting it to witch water. And then while that is doing its thing, what we can do is get mushrooms now. I don't think there's actually a difference in the recipes. Yeah, doesn't really matter. Let's just do brown mushrooms. Why not? Perfect. We now have 56. And we are getting slime, guys. I really don't like how big these pipes are. It's kind of hard to click. But there we go. We have our first 9 slime blocks. We turn the slime blocks into slime. It is nighttime. He's got to be annoying about it. And what we can then look up is our vector plates. Once again, we have the middle part of these now. Now we just need our blank plates, which is black dye, which I see in a dye mixer, but I think we are going to make dye seeds so that we can get dye essence. And this is where we get our iron blocks. The mob farm we are going to be making is going to cover an entire chunk. We are not just going to do a little part of the chunk. We are going to do the entire thing here. I think I brought enough iron blocks. And our walls for it are gonna be on the outside of the chunk, not on the inside, so that we can take advantage of every single block in that chunk. This, once we turn it to daytime, is the outline to our mob farm. And what we can do now is get a whole bunch of dirt right here. We're just gonna do dirt because there is a way to make it. Okay, so that part is not claimed. Good to know. In fact, next we can also just put in our vector plates. I think I gotta put them in by hand, which is kind of unfortunate. So what we are gonna do, oh yes, I can't wait to use these. We're gonna just send them all this way for right now. And I think once I get this first layer in, we should be able to do this. Yes. That is exactly what I want to see right now. This makes it 10 times easier. We just have to be careful to not step on these. While we're shifted, it's okay, but the second we unshift is how we stop. Yeah, it tells us right there at the bottom, if you just saw it, you got to hold shift to not be pushed by them, and that is very, very important. And this mob farm is coming together. I think, oh gosh, oh nope, okay, that I was gonna say, I think we should be able to spawn we should be stopped before we get thrown off, but I was clearly wrong. Please tell me the grave is just, oh come on. Okay, so I mean, if we really wanted to not die, we can do this and just go splat. That's the vector plates. So this is the cleanest my inventory has looked in about the past hour and a half. That is how long I have been working on this mob farm. And as we can see, this thing is working beautifully. I have to keep my magnet off down here until all the drops are picked up. And just like that, I just gained another 20 levels. And we have quite the setup here, guys. In here in the Mob Masher, we have every single thing maxed out. We have 10 of all of these upgrades in there, which means we are getting looting, smite, sharpness, fire, beheading, and arthropods all at 10. We got tons of skulls. In fact, all of these drawers already have an emerald upgrade, which means each of them can hold 1,000 stacks of their item. And stuff that is very popular, like this gunpowder, bones, rotten flesh, I've already put in 5 32 stack storage upgrades, guys. So rotten flesh already has 10,000 items, and I'm leaving this last spot empty so that we can get, there's a special one. We want these. It is this one. Void upgrade is going to be kind of the last slot. That means if this thing ever happens to fill up, which I mean, it probably will, then it'll start just trashing them. So the items will still go in and it'll just be destroyed. And let's get all of that in there. Yes, we have half a stack of Supremium now, guys. Alrighty, guys. And with over 200 levels now, that is going to be it for the episode. We have done so much stuff. This mob farm is absolutely insane. I'm gonna have to figure out what all of those lights in there are. I think it's a mob, but they're also, I don't think hostile, because I'm pretty sure when I was in peaceful, those were still there. Gotta figure out what they are and how to kill them, because obviously they are not dying. But yeah, if you have stuck around this far, thank you so much for watching. It really means a lot. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe if you did enjoy the episode. This felt like it took forever to record. I feel like I've been doing this for about 8 hours is what all this work I think took. Looking over there at my clock to see how long I've been recording. But we have made so much progress. But yeah, if you did like it, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you guys in the next one.